wide enough, baby.
If you need me, call me. No matter where you are, no matter how far.
Who doesn't want to use a credit card? Woo! All right, so we're going to do some great training tonight on that. So we're going to go over, Danielle and I are going to split kind of teaching different, so we're going to give you kind of an overview of different ways that you can work holiday sales, okay? We're here to help you. You know, if you have questions about any of this stuff afterwards, you know, we're here to help you as directors. But I'm going to say that with holiday sales, this is the best time to be in Mary Kay. It is also the best time to recruit people into Mary Kay because of Christmas and the holidays are coming. Everyone is looking. More women this time of year take on part-time jobs than any other time of year. Between October, November, and December, they will do whatever they have to get money to give their kids those toys that they want to. Okay? They will do anything they have to. This is the best time of year to recruit women into this business. Every marketing call I'm doing right now, I'm mentioning that during the call. What's your plan for Christmas this year? How would you like to make $2,000 to $3,000 with this opportunity? Because it is the perfect time to make money with Mary Kay. So, but what I would say for everybody in this room is when you think about holiday sales, you might be brand new or you might be really experienced in Mary Kay and you might already have some skills when it comes to selling and making money with your business. But you're not going to work your holiday sales, you're not going to work a plan unless you have a reason to do so. So you're not going to get on this bandwagon with holiday sales unless you have a reason. So you've got to think in your mind, what is my reason for making a plan for holiday sales? Okay, so I know what my reason is, It's so that at Christmas time, I have, money to buy all those fancy foods that I love to have at the holidays and stuff like that. It's to be able to entertain and have people over to our home. It's to be able to give great gifts to my kids and my family. And all of that adds up, right? And if you find that, when Christmas time comes, you have to make choices between what you need and what you want to give, then let's just do this together. Let's make up our holiday plan so we can have a cash Christmas. And when Christmas comes, you're like, I got this, honey. I got this, because I've got the money to pay for these gifts that we're going to buy. It's a really great feeling. So Danielle and I are going to split it up, and she's going to start off with some great training on corporate sales because she is she's really, really good at that.
Alrighty, so what she means by corporate sales is selling to businesses for their employees. So I'm the manager at Blue Dolphin, and I have 20 employees underneath me. We have holiday parties, or they have holiday parties. They have funds set aside sometimes strictly for getting gifts for their employees. So you want to find a list of businesses that you want to call, and you're going to call. You want to actually speak to the person in charge of their holiday, getting gifts for their employees for holidays. So you call, hi, my name is Danielle from Mary Kay. Can I speak to the person who's in charge of your corporate gift giving for the holidays? And they'll give you the personal contact. Once you get them on the phone, you introduce yourself, you let them know that you're a consultant with Mary Kay Cosmetics and you offer an executive gift giving service. And you would like to know if you can come by and show them what you have. So, this is the brochure that I generally use. It's a 3-fold and it has something on both sides. So this will be obviously the front and the back. And you can fold it over and it has different ideas inside. But we'll post on Sisters in Pink where to find it so that you can look at it to update for the year. Because every year they update it to show what the new products are. So you can go and follow what's in here that show the different items that you want to show for your appointment. So you book the appointment. When you go to the appointment, you want to have these brochures and you want to have 3 to 4 gift ideas that you want to sell. So we have like the coffee and cream would be the hand cream. Everybody know what the hand cream is, and the coffee mug. You want to show a variety of gift ideas.
So you're having the
actual
display.
You have an actual display. You want them to actually see what you have to offer so that they can pick from it. Because some people will say, okay, well, give me five, okay, those are $50, let me get 5 of those, because they already know what the budget is. They know you're coming, so they, you know, you take a variety so they can have something to choose from. There's also a sheet to fill out to find out how many employees they have, how many are men, how many are women. We'll post that on Sisters in Pink as well so that you can pull it off. So what you do is you take a box, a Mary Kay box that comes in your order, you wrap it in Christmas paper. And then you take your 3 or 4 gifts and you put them inside. You're going inside with the box and the brochures and your business card. And when you get there, you take the display and you take your items out. You're gonna flip the box on the side like this. So it's showing a display to them. It's a table for them. And then you're gonna put, you know, your items like this when you get there so that they can see what you have to offer. And then you let them know this is coffees and cream. You have a hand cream, a mug, and a hot chocolate. It's good for men and women. So you tell a little bit about each one. And then you ask them how many employees do you need to buy for. So you're pretty much asking them a question. You're not asking them if they want to purchase it. You're asking them what do they want to purchase. Everybody understand? Yes.
Can you, by chance, post your script on?
Everything you posted.
Sure, awesome. Thank you.
Post everything. So does anybody have any questions?
Danielle?
Yes.
I wanna ask you, can you give them some ideas about where to find corporate business owners and things like that? Remember your bulletin board thing that you did a while back? When you went and got cards?
Oh, yes, okay. So,
We're gonna take general questions at the very end if we can.
to get the different businesses that I offer the products to, a lot of stores have like a community board. You can go and post your business cards. So like Giant, Starbucks, Panera Bread, we can go and post other businesses. So when I go there, while I'm shopping or doing whatever I'm doing, I pull off 5 or 10 business cards that are on there. So I go and look at what's on there, and I pull off the ones that I want. Some of them have pictures on there. It could be a realtor, a daycare, another company, 5 Links, Tracy Lynn. It could be any other business that you have. And I call them, and before I use them for building a professional portfolio so that they can have, I can have them in my portfolio so I can get business, but have it for corporate gift giving as well. So I call and I say, hi Lisa, my name is Danielle with Mary Kay. I got your business card off of the bulletin board at Giant. I was calling because I have an executive gift giving service that I offer for Mary Kay Cosmetics, and I wanted to know if I could schedule an appointment with you to show you what I have to offer, and what's best for you over weekday or weekend. Depending on what business it is, they're gonna only be during business hours Monday through Friday. If it's a weekend business, like let's say if it's it's a realtor, they might be more willing to meet with you on the weekend. But even real estate agents, they buy for their clients. They buy for their clients. Companies like Primerica, they had their insurance company, they buy for their clients. They have clients that have been with them for years. So even though it might be a company that you might not necessarily want to call, you try to think out of the box or let me know what you think before you call them, and I can tell you how you can better service them, because that helps too when you're calling them. Any questions? No? Yes.
I'm sorry. Do you think maybe that you could look even at your own dealings, like with your insurance broker,
Yes,
maybe?
yes.
And like even maybe your daytime company that you work for now,
Any
offer
companies
to
that
them?
you work for, that your family members work for, that your friends work for, you can even call a girlfriend and say, hey, you know, what companies do you do business with? Who can I call and offer my services to? Because then you're getting referrals. So I'll call Lisa and say, hey, okay, I know last year, you know, you gave me your brother's name, he works at Best Buy, and I got some sales from him. Who else do you have that I can call to offer my services to as well as you? So after you service them and they buy from you, you can ask them the same thing. You know, I'll give you 3 gifts free if you can give me 3 names of other companies that I can call. So even though I go to the business and I sell $600 worth of Christmas products, I'm still getting referrals from them from other businesses. You can take payment in any form that you want to. I generally take half the payment up front, so that you can order whatever you need to order if you don't already have it in stock. A lot of times it's harder to do if you don't already, if you want to pre-order your products so you can put them together. So we'll have something else closer to Christmas where we show you how to put the holiday baskets together. We'll also post some on Facebook too. Yes.
So when you go in with the 3 items, are you showing them this brochure?
Yes.
Because then they're gonna see different items and other than what you're.
I put together what's there.
You put together one of each of them. So it's
Not one of each. Maybe like I'll do a small satin lips. I'll do the coffee and cream because that's simple. And then I'll pick something else. Maybe like a men's set, a bigger set. I might do like a $60 basket that has like little apple ciders in there. Like I might add some extra things in there, but it'll be maybe a compact and I might combine them. So I just let them know that these are a few things that we offer in the brochure, or a few things that we offer as well, but I can customize them to your needs. So if you only want to spend $25 per person, I can put something together to accommodate your needs. But this is what I have to show my work, because they want to see what you can do. No, I'm not showing everything. I show 2 or 3 things. Something that's $15, something that's $30, something that's $60.
Sorry, just a general question. Since you're dealing with corporations, is there a time frame in the year that you find is most effective? The time that they're addressing this?
September, October. November is almost too late for some of them.
Okay.
Because they know now what day the Christmas party is on. And they already have in mind that, okay, Christmas party's here, I got $1,200 for food, $1,200 for games, and gifts. So they already have a budget for this. Their budget was done last year. It's just like any other company. You have a fiscal year, you have a budget in, and they have budget for certain things. So they know now when the Christmas party is, how many employees they have, and what they're gonna need. And they want your services because they don't wanna go out. Somebody has to actually go out and buy all these things, wrap them, put them together. So if you come offering the services already, saying, I gift wrap and deliver, they're like, okay, give me 10 of those. I went to a daycare one time and sold 15 satin hand sets. One daycare, 15 satin hand.
And the
And
thing
they
to
pay the
remember
front.
is, if it's a business, it's a corporation or a
It's a
business, they
right.
have a budget, they have to spend that money. If they don't spend the money, their budget gets cut back. So they have money to spend, they just need to ask.
Yes. So daycares are easy ones too. They have to buy for their daycares. In your area, you pick out 5 and run with that. Okay. Yes.
Is this brochure, is that available in a PDF file?
Yes, it's available in a PDF file for you to put your information in. You can type that
Okay.
in and print it out.
And do you find when you print that out, I mean, that's something that looks like it would really pop with like a glossy cover to it.
I use
So-
the gloss paper.
Okay.
Yep. Lisa was saying you can email us to Office Depot, we get a discount with them, Kinko. Okay, so the second thing that I wanna go over was trunk shows, and this is easy and really quick, so for someone who doesn't wanna do the executive gift giving, or you don't wanna offer, the Secret Santa at your parties, a trunk show is where you purchase products up front, you put all of the gifts together, so your $15 ones, $20 ones, $30 ones, all your prices of gifts. And what you do is you clear your trunk out and you decorate it like Christmas. You want it to look like when you go to take your pictures with Santa and they have like all the different decorations. So you put all of the what's the thing that goes in the tree?
Yeah, like that.
Snowy skirt, yes, the snowy skirt. And you put Christmas music in on your car. I have like a little Christmas tree that lights up that I can plug in. The back of my car, so it's like a little miniature Christmas tree. And then the same thing with the boxes. You want 2 or 3 boxes that you have wrapped in Christmas paper. And you're you're making appointments to go show the products from your trunk. It's called a trunk show. So when you open up your trunk, you have your, I also have a sign that says, 'tis the season, that I hang up at the top of the trunk. I open it up and then I pull everything out. So I pull all of the products out of the boxes, flip the boxes over, and then I set them up so that people can see. So those can be like businesses such as car dealerships, the Jiffy Lube, if you're gonna get places where you know that generally men are gonna be, because they're the ones that are gonna be excited and buy it because they don't wanna shop either. So this is generally the time of the year where all my cars get an oil change in a different place. I even take my mother-in-law's cars to get their oil change because I just move everything from one car to the other. So you call in the dealership and introducing yourself. Some dealerships already have consultants and they'll tell you if they do. So let's say you call in Boardman and Bowie, you do the same thing. I'm a Mary Kay consultant with Mary Kay Cosmetics. I want to know if I can set up a time to come and show you and your employees some gifts for the holidays. What would be a good time? It only takes 15 minutes, because it really does only take 15 minutes. You get there, you let them know you're here, you open up the trunk, you set everything up, and they come out and they can pre-order if you want to. You just want to make sure you have order forms. I have order forms too in the PDF file, that we'll post that as well. just wanna make sure you have it strategic so that they're paying you half upfront or all of it at once, and that you're organized with when you're gonna deliver them. I also put some other little holiday, ideas on the table. One is for, 12 days of Christmas, you can pass them around and look at them. And then another one is just something that you send to your customers to kind of say, this is what I have to offer you, you know, for the holiday. No, I'll post everything. Well, I don't think it's on Sisters Event, but I'll post it.
It's gonna be, yeah.
Everything will be on there. Any questions about the front show? No? You can even have like the little metal tins that have the that you can put coffee in, or a hot chocolate, because it's gonna be colder, it's gonna be outside, and you can have like the little styrofoam cups, and while they come out and look, you can just pour them hot chocolate while they, you know, look in the trunk. Yes.
I just have a comment. Car washes and barber shops are
Yes.
awesome for sales like
Me and
that.
June go to the barber shop all the time.
Car washes, people are waiting to get their car come out. Anywhere there's men.
Can you set up there like all morning?
Like, how do you price
You set up there like all morning at the car wash?
How to price?
Go through whenever.
A couple hours
just
more
go
than
through.
retail value.
Just walk around to the end where they're waiting for their car to come
I
out.
can't see because I don't have my glasses on, so. just say
Pricing.
Pricing for the gifts?
Like, how do you do a pricing for a
Price-
gift basket?
Oh, okay, perfect.
Like, you want to price a couple dollars.
Yes. So you take the cost of the product with tax and the items that you use to put it together. So let's say a hand cream is $10. You're gonna use a cello bag, $1, some shred, $1, a mug, maybe $2, depending on where you get it from, a hot cocoa, and you're at $15. So you wanna incorporate the packaging, because you have to buy that too, into what you use to put it together. So if you buy candy canes, you generally can add about $5 extra on your packaging depending on what you get. If you're gonna, whatever you purchase extra, so like sometimes I put the apple ciders in mine. If I paid $8 for a pack of 6, I divide it by 6 and see how much it costs for that one, and I add the cost to that. So you just wanna make sure you keep your receipts for everything that you have, so that you know how to price it. And write it down so that you have it as well. Does that help? So the cost of the product plus your packaging. Okay. You can put a $10 gift, you can put on the website as well, we'll make sure you have, they have Christmas gift certificates that you can put in there as well, so that if I'm buying a gift for Lisa and Lisa doesn't know, this consultant that I purchased it from, it's something in there that says you also get a complimentary facial and makeover and a $10 gift certificate when you book your facial with her, because you don't know her. So you want to try to get the connection with the person too as well. So it's just something you print out on a piece of paper. Sometimes they call, sometimes they don't. You don't really lose anything. If they call you, you have a facial. If they don't call you, you just waste some paper. Yeah. So, any questions? No? What? I'm good?
Yeah.
Okay.
And two, like, thank you, Daniel. Two, when you sell your baskets, you don't wanna add tax to them, just make them a flat rate. Like, if it's gonna be like 34 or something like that, you just wanna round up to 35 even.
Right.
When you're selling to men, they just wanna know how much it is, and they just wanna pay you. You know, that you don't wanna deal with all those small change and stuff like that, so just round it up to the next, like, 5 or whatever, yeah.
You also, as far as payment, you want to make sure you have, everybody want to know if you can take a card. So if you can't take one, you need to find a way to be able to take it. ProPay has the ProPay Jack, you have Square, even PayPal has the PayPal Jack as well. You want to make sure you have a money bag with cash, because some people have money that they don't want to show that it's being spent on a card, but they have cash. So you want to make sure you can give them change.
Especially if they buy a really big basket from you and then they put it on their card and their wife's like, what's
Where's
this?
that?
You know, who's that?
What's
Like,
Daniel?
Who's that Danielle
Blackwell,
Gerald?
Mary Kay, yeah. That's how mine come up.
Because that's when you pay through ProPay, it comes up as your name, so it's gonna look. All right, thank you, Danielle. Those are, I've never really gone into the corporate sale thing, and Danielle has done it with great success, so thanks for sharing that with us. Okay, I'm gonna go over a couple other ideas, okay? And this is an overview, so at the very end, because you might get a little bit overwhelmed with all the ideas, but at the end, we're gonna bring it all together, okay? So the next one is, and I want you to write this down, because this is gonna be really, really good if this is what you wanna do, if this is one of your things that you wanna run with. there's a great hotline that Kay Harkness did, Harkness Johnson, who is a top seller in this area, Cadillac driving sales director. And she did a hotline. I listened to it. It is tremendous. It is fabulous, awesome tips. Not only tips on how to do this, but the results that can come from working this, okay? And it's all about holiday book parties with the portfolio. So Donna was going to put up the portfolio for us just so we could see what it looks like. It looks like this, and you've probably seen it on the Sister in Pink. Thank you, Donna. I love that you're so techy and got everything going. That's on our Facebook page on Sisters in Pink, okay? And you can download it and use it. But she gives you all the tips, like even what kind of paper you need to put it on so it looks professional. It is so good. And it's just fabulous. But in the hotline, she tells you how to work the book hostess thing to a T. It is really, really great, and all the results. So it is, the hotline number is 712-432-1202. 712-432-1202. The code is 564-585-POUND.
Is it still up?
Yes, I think so.
They said.
I'll call it real quick and see if
Because
you want.
when we were on the call, they didn't know how long it was gonna be.
Okay, well,
I'll let y'all know.
I should have recorded it if it wasn't. I thought it was gonna be up for a while. Actually, Terry Simon has it on her page, so I think it's probably still up. But okay, thank you for bringing that up for us. Okay, so if you want to work the whole book show thing, you need to listen to her. I'm not gonna do it justice. She does an amazing job. But it's basically, you're taking the portfolio, you're making 5 copies of this, and you're having 5 women use it for like 6 days each, okay? So they're using it for a week. You take it to work with them and whatever. And if they sell $200 from that book, from the gift book, they get to shop with you at 50% off. So you're not making any money off the hostess sales, but she's getting a huge incentive that she gets to shop with her holiday shopping with you at 50%. Now, the benefit to you for letting someone shop at 50% is it bumps you up star, it does all that stuff, okay? It's great. But $200, if you had 5 people do that in a week, you sold $1,000. And she gets to shop, and then you have 5 people shopping at 50%, okay? So really great results, and not only that, when she brings all the receipts back to you, she's probably gonna have 5 people ordering each one. That's 20 new leads for you to follow up with, to book appointments. Girl, I'm doing holiday glam makeovers. I'd love to invite you to come in and have a makeover. You've got 20 new leads, right? So exciting stuff. That's a great idea. Okay, the next one I'm going to talk about is the holiday stop, sip, and shop. I wouldn't call it that because I would never be able to say that. But you could say a stop and shop or a holiday coffee. I would have it all mixed up and it wouldn't come out right at all. But you could call it a holiday coffee or you could call it a stop and shop. And this is really easy and fun. You do exactly what Danielle was talking about. You have a big box, all wrapped up cute, and all your products in it. And it is basically like a sampling party. Okay, it's not a facial party, but it's a sampling party where it's quick and it's fast. It's like 45 minutes. You have all your products in the box, you get it there, you take everything out, you flip the box over, you actually start with everything in the box, okay? You don't take everything out. And everybody gets there and you start the coffee, the sip and shop. I'm gonna get that mixed up. I can say it anymore, you know what I'm gonna. Okay, and then everybody's sitting around, and as you get started, you're taking an item out of the box one at a time. Okay, and these are demos for people to try. Now, as you're doing that, you're using lookbooks. They all have their lookbooks. And so as they're going through the lookbook, you're passing the products around. And you can tell them, you can write in the book, you can circle things you like, or whatever. They're sampling and you're passing everything around. So you're getting a big variety of products out in a short amount of time. And it is also a really great way to just expose people to the product and sell some amazing products. I know, Donna, you had a pool party like that, didn't you? Where it was kind of like a sampling party last year, and you sold $1,000. Wasn't it $1,000? Yeah, because people are sitting there, women are sitting with the book, and they're circling stuff, and they're smelling it, and all that. And the details on how to do this, again, if this is something that you think would be really fun and you would be good at this, you can get the details off the website when we post it. But it's really, really easy. So you just, hand it around, let them touch it. Touching is really important to women, in case you didn't, if you didn't know that. We need to feel something, right? How does it feel in our hand? And touching the bottles and passing them all around is really important. So that's the holiday coffee. And of course you can have coffee and you can bring the cookies. The other one is to do a 12 Days of Christmas baskets. So the 12 Days of Christmas baskets, some of you have them on your table there. 12 Days of Christmas, okay, sorry. So 12 Days of Christmas baskets. These are for the really serious consultant who love wrapping gifts. But it's, there's a lot of wrapping involved with these, but they can be really, really profitable. What there is, the 12 Days of Christmas is a gift set. And you can actually get stackable boxes. People make them into towers. You ever see those the nesting boxes? You can get them at Costco and places like that. And they stack up on top of each other, and it's like a really beautiful tower and everything. Other people use really nice boxes, and I remember one year I got these kind of brocade looking boxes from Marshalls, and they worked really, really well, and they were so pretty. You can use patterned boxes, you can use baskets, anything like that. But this picture doesn't really do it justice. This is a little bit off, but you can see, if you just kind of this isn't mine, by the way, but mine is a lot different than that. But if you just block this part off, and you see all the gifts, okay? And they're all wrapped, and they've got bows on them, and they're bright, and there's basically 12 gifts in there. Okay, so one year, a couple years ago, I had a contact of a guy who drove one of those tool trucks.
Snap-on.
Snap-on tools, yeah. His wife was a customer of mine.
It's a gold mine.
And I told him if he sold 5 of these for me, I would give him one for his wife. And he did. He did. He sold 5 of those to people he works with. He'd drive around, he'd be like, hey, come here, I gotta show you something. They'd go in the truck and they'd look, and he had a basket there to show them. And he sold, and June came over and helped me wrap them. I remember that because I was like, oh my gosh, I have so much wrapping to do, it's crazy. But got them all together, got it done in time. But this is a really great way for you to make a ton of money. These 12 Days of Christmas baskets come in different themes. You can have them for, a sweetheart. We have the teen one now. We actually have, yeah, it's okay. She's working on it. We have one for, capture her heart. We have an MK at Play one, thank you, with just suggestions of what to put in them. And the 12 Days of Christmas is really romantic, because what it is each day they get to pick a new gift out of the basket to unwrap. So it's for 12 days. Now I like to do it the 12 days before Christmas. Some of them I've seen is the 12 days after Christmas, and I'm kind of like, I don't know about that. But it kind of builds up to Christmas. It's kind of like every day, he can really romance her and be like, every day, sweetheart, because I love you so much, and I know this is such a busy time of year for you with all the things that you do. I want to give you a gift every day from now till Christmas. And it's really, really special. And then on the last day, you can actually have a bottle of champagne in there, and things like that. But this is a great one for young women. The MK at Play, this is a new one this year, and I think this is going to be amazing for women, for people that have teens, and they want to give them a really cute, personalized gift. So that's the 12 Days of Christmas. I know that was kind of like a fast overview, but it's really, if you sold 10 of these, you'd be making probably anywhere from $1,000 to $1,200, just like that. And it's quick. And it's easy. They really do sell them. They really do sell well when you explain to people what they are and you romance it. Remember, as we do this, we have to kind of be actors, right? When we tell people about this stuff, and this is the kind of thing where you really want to kind of be an actress. Yeah.
Will there be kind of like sorry, I'm big on scripts. I do not do well doing it on my own. So will there be a script for that?
We can probably find one for you. There's a rough script in the.
Yeah, there's a rough script.
We're gonna put up a whole holiday planning thing on the website.
In the past, I can't promise it for sure, but in the past, the Dare to Dream Pam has had tables also
How to make stuff.
Yes, at Dare to Dream, there, I believe there will be some holiday gift set ideas at Dare to Dream. We usually have,
In the past, she's done it.
Yes.
I can't promise it this time.
you're right about that. The other one, is to do holiday glam parties. And holiday glam parties, we were just talking over there, I think we can come up with some really cute, red kind of, what did we call it a couple years ago? Do you remember, was it a jingle?
It was Razzle Dazzle.
Razzle Dazzle, Razzle Dazzle parties or something like that. For glam parties with the MCamp play, this is gonna be great for holiday makeovers. Holiday parties, everybody's looking to look glamorous during the holidays. And to do a party where, I think we could probably work something out where we could get some, instead of the pink rings for our hostesses, we could probably get some red ones with a red stone in it for the holidays, which would be really cute. I think we did that a couple years ago.
Just FYI guys, next month, homecoming starts. So now's the time for you. I used to go to the post office and put flyers out, and people pick them up, and I get phone calls, put the product on your face, and those girls will bring their mamas. You got teenagers, have a big party for all her friends, and then some, and mommy will give them money. So homecoming is next month, so get ready.
Good tip. Okay, so another great way for you to sell is to the husbands of the customers that you're meeting now. And this is something everybody in this room can do, and it's so easy. You just print off holiday wish list. Again, we're gonna put them onto the Facebook page. It's a holiday wish list, and anything that they didn't buy that they wanted, they write it on their holiday wish list in their Secret Santa. And you can use that sheet during the month of December or late November, early December. Men are getting desperate around the 1st of December. They're starting to get really anxious. So that's when you want to reach out to these men and say, listen, I want to help you. I've got a whole list of things that she wants that she didn't get an appointment she had with me 2 months ago. So you can get those wish lists, just give them out at your parties now. You do 30 faces this month, 30 faces next month, you've got 60 wish lists in your hand. Even if she doesn't have a spouse, she probably has a mom or a sister or somebody, because it just says who's your Santa on it, and then she fills it out with somebody's name and number. So that's a great way to follow up with people and get some holiday sales. Okay, so we talked about a lot of different things. The main thing is to start now. Okay, not right now, that's 8:40, but it's to start now by making a decision about what you're gonna do. Donna?
She's in labor.
Yeah. What was it called? Yes, that's it. Thank you. Can you hold on? Yeah. Okay. So this is really, I think this is a really great sheet, because what it does is it kind of helps you focus in, because we gave you a lot of ideas, right? A lot of ideas, and you're probably like, holy crap, that's too many. I'm shut down. I'm going to turn off now. It's like power off. I can't take anymore. What you want to do, though, is just go home and look over the things that we talked about tonight, okay? And I want to encourage you to, here's the different ideas we talked about. I want you to look at this. It says, set a plan of action. Take a weekly plan to your calendar, schedule dates and times, commit to implementing the sales ideas you've chosen, take into account personal events shopping, set goals, create a plan with your family, turn it into your director. Let us know what you're going to be doing for your holiday action plan. And here's where you can really write down what you want to do. I'm choosing these ideas. I'm going to tell you, choose 2. Do not choose 3. Do not choose 4. You will not do them successfully. A confused mind does nothing. If you choose, I'm going to do it all. I'm going to do it all, and I'm going to do it big and bad and bold, and it's going to be amazing, and I'm going to have thousands of dollars for Christmas. You won't. You won't, because you'll be so overwhelmed with all the ideas, you'll just shut down. Okay? So if you focus on 2 and perfect 2 of the ideas we did tonight, and we went over tonight, you are going to be successful. I promise you. Okay? I promise you. So pick out of all the things I mentioned right now, that we mentioned tonight, I want you to think of the one that really sounds fun to you. Okay? And just write it on your paper that you have there. Or just write that one thing that you thought was really fun and you would be really great at. Because whatever it is that grabbed your attention tonight is the one that you're going to have fun doing. Okay? And you don't want to pick one that was like, oh, that was so scary. I am so scared of that. I could not call corporations and do that. but I could drive around with stuff in my trunk. You know, like you gotta grab one. And then choose those two, and then pick one more thing, and just stick to those two things this year, okay? Just say, I promise, put your hand up. I promise. I won't do more than 2 holiday ideas. Okay. Your retail goal, write it down. Okay, write it down. What your retail goal is. Remember, 40%. It's 50-50, yes, we make 50% on what we sell, but we have some expenses, okay? So it's 40%, so calculate that. If you want $2,000 for Christmas, then what do you gotta sell? Come on, math wizard. 44? 4,400, is that right?
42 maybe.
5.
Something like that, that you would have to sell. If you wanna make 2,000, you have to sell the 44. And then why do you wanna do this? Because you have to be clear cut in your goal. And then through this, you're also going to be able to meet people that you're going to be able to recruit into the business. Because when you are, remember, our goal here as a collective future national area is to finish that right there on the wall behind Katie. Thank you, Katie. Is to finish that. Do you know that your holiday sales help with that? They do. They help with us finishing a national area. And here's how. We have to have so many Premier Club and Cadillac units in our national area to complete our qualifications. We also need directors. As you're doing these holiday sales, you're meeting women, you're meeting people, and they're going to see what you're doing. I just had a gal who I met on Saturday. Did not get a chance to do any marketing at the appointment. It was the craziest party I've had in probably 6 months. But I followed up with her 2 days later. And I just called her and said, I know it's crazy, but I just want to ask you, you know, I wanted to take the time to share with you on Saturday, but the situation was just really awkward and weird. But I really wanted to share with you about the Mary Kay opportunity. I know it's probably something you never thought you'd do. Would you help me out? And I called her, even though I hadn't been able to share with her on Saturday. You're going to meet lots of women in the next couple months by working the holiday plan that you can add to your team. I promise you. Because they're going to see what you're doing and how much fun you're having and the money you're making and the cash you're going to have for Christmas. And they're going to be drawn to that because they want that too. Okay? So, and then what worked best, that's like for evaluating later. Did you have a question?
A comment. Cash for Christmas, cash for leadership?
Yeah, right. Okay. Love it. Cash for Christmas and cash for leadership. Because you're going to be there, right? Either as a future director DIQ or a brand new sales director. Okay, we have 1 more minute. Anybody else have a question?
Just real quick, don't forget to check out your community papers, church bazaars. They're looking for vendors. And we got 4 of them in our Waldorf area that have already picked up a lot of people, and if there's slots available, you just got to check your local community papers.
Great. Just remember at a bazaar, we're not allowed to sell from the table. We can take orders, but we can't give the product, we can't take money and exchange product at the table. We have to deliver it to them at another point. Unless it's a private event, that's by invitation only. You can't sell it a public, open kind of thing. Okay, just remember that's part of your beauty consultant agreement. Anybody else have a question? All right, so I hope tonight you're going to go home and you're going to pick 2 items, 2 things to run with and work in for the next, 3 months, because you really do have 3 months. It's September, and you have 3 months to make a lot of money for Christmas. So by tomorrow, I want to challenge all of you to box your director and tell her what you're going to do for your holiday plan. Okay? All right, so next week, Jen will be back.